we'd structured a deal that enabled them to be able to put in a little bit of their own money, sufficient to be able to have some, as we call it, skin in the game, but to subsequently to be able to borrow some money, to be able to give Charles a good send-off on the day of transition, and then to continue to drip feed Charles a quarterly sum of money over the next 4 years to eventually buy the business over that 4-year period. It was a sufficient enough time for them to be able to afford to be able to do so, and for Charles to slowly relinquish share value and relinquish responsibility as he handed over the reins to the next generation. And what was interesting, or I found particular of interest during that deal, was Charles was 50-51, I think it was, by the time he'd finally signed the final paperwork and was able to walk away, cease to be the chairman of the business and go on to be a retired former business owner. And the 4 members of the team that had initially been recruited by him and trained by him and subsequently became team leaders as the business starts to evolve and became department heads and then eventually to purchase it off him. The difference in age between Charles at 51 and his leadership team was about 20 years. The average age of his leadership team was 32. We'd got some young, really hungry, very innovative new blood into the business that was going to take it into not necessarily a completely different direction, but with a different tact, a different ownership, a different era. And Charles had identified that it was time for him to be able to either embrace technology a lot more than he had done previously, right at the very start of AI and the AI journey that we are now all on,